So, dude, you guys got to forgive me for the lack of videos in 2020. I mean, how can you blame me? It's been such a crazy year, I'm sure, for everybody. IRL stuff, but also trying to keep busy with the project. You know, I've been working on NPR throughout 2020. I can't wait to show you guys how far we've come. But there is a big update video coming soon, and I want you guys to be on the lookout for that. But the other thing I've been really busy with in 2020, or at least part of it, the end of it mainly, has been this studio. This is my new recording slash streaming slash content creating gaming studio. You know, I can record in my booth. I've got pretty much anything I could ask for here. I hope you guys enjoy a sneak peek at my setup for 2021. Check it out. So to really appreciate how far we've come with this thing, I kind of have to take you to the beginning, and not all the way to the beginning, because there's actually a bunch of shelves in this room that I had to tear out first. But at this point, we started installing the walls and framing those up, and then putting in the sheetrock, the insulation, the soundboard. There was a lot that went into this, all the electrical work. So this might give you an idea of how much we had to do to get it to where it is today, and it's really cool. You can see we were just barely building the what became the booth, and planning out everything, planning out how the desk was going to work. And once it all came together, it just felt really good. And to see how it is, the finished product looks now is amazing. As you can see, we've got a lot of foam on this back wall. Now, the funny thing about the foam is it's not really necessary to have that much foam, but I had this left over from an old studio I used to run, so I thought I'd put it back in action, and it really did help in the room. It dampened the sound. The sound's great in here. Not just my recordings, but mixing and listening to music. It sounds amazing in here. And then over here, you see you got to have the Metroid Prime poster. No doubt, that's a must-have. Unlike the foam, you have to have the Prime poster. Over here, we got a little shelf where I got some of my components, my new 2DS XL, and some games and stuff. And then over here on the back wall, this is where we set up the Switch station, or just the console station, period. I just have a Switch right now, but if I get another console, this is probably where I'll put it. This is just a Vizio TV, a 1080p 42-inch screen. And then I've got some controllers and the Switch, and we got a bunch of games. I think I got like 75 games now for the Switch. And then we move over here. You can see this is the little spot where we built into the desk to house the PC. And my PC, it's not bad. It was high-end when I built it. It's definitely not high-end anymore, but I'm looking to upgrade parts here and there when I can, and I will as I go. I'm sorry for the rat's nest of a wiring job in there. But I'll do a better job on my next build. One thing I am proud of, though, as you can see, is how we ran these wires up into the desk, and everything's really well hidden. And if we take a look at the desk, this is the main part of the desk. It's actually a separate piece, and all this wood we used is reclaimed from those shelves that I tore out of here. So it really turned out great, man. It was really awesome to be able to reuse that wood. And my dad came up with the idea of using these like lead pipes, these gas pipes, and painting them and using them for the desk, as you can see. And it turned out really great. And those are the wires from the components on my desktop. Those just run back into the same spot where the other ones do. So it's all hidden. As you can see the light down there too. The only wires you see are on this side. You'll see the XLR cable and my headphones. And that actually turned out to be a great spot to hang my headphones, by the way. And then you see the one wire that runs off back there, and that's just for the GoXLR Mini, which I'm really glad I picked up, man. This thing sounds great. My mic, my Rode NT1, has never sounded better. It sounds awesome with this Midas preamp in this thing. Really sounds good. And of course, got to have a controller nearby. And then this is my baby, a Panorama P4. It's really well integrated with Reason, which is my favorite DAW and my favorite production tool. So I really, really like this keyboard. This little regular keyboard and mouse are pretty simple. It's just a Dragon Brahma keyboard. It's pretty cheap. And then the mouse was the Razer Basilisk X HyperSpeed mouse. And then my monitors are just 32-inch curved Samsung 144Hz 1440p monitor with FreeSync. And then I got a 27-inch Qnix, which is just some off Korean brand. It's a Samsung panel though, 144Hz 1080p monitor. And then of course my Rode NT1 is my baby. I love it. And I have these Event TR8 tuned reference Biamplifier studio monitors. They're an older monitor, they're great. They sound so good in here, man. It sounds amazing. And then over here we got my booth, and this is, oh man, this is amazing. I'm so glad I was able to incorporate this. This is actually a screen door that I customized and painted, and we did some things with to use as, you know, because it's just easier to have that screen with the glass. It looked really nice. Trying to get a solid core door with the glass in it would have been pretty expensive, so I'm glad we were able to make that work. The door works great. You close it, it secures with the latch, and it sounds great in here, man. I'm telling you, my voiceovers, my vocals for songs, everything, when we record people here, they really are impressed, and it all sounds great. Looking out over the studio from inside the booth. And there's where the foam's really needed, but you know, I had so much of it, as you can see, it's everywhere. And you know, this studio it's been a long time coming. I'm really excited because I feel like it's given me somewhere at home where I'm able to retreat to and work and focus. We've got a lot of things coming from the channel as well as from the project. You know, we're working really hard right now on the project, and we're going to continue to work hard on it, and we'll have a lot to show you on that hopefully soon. And you guys are going to be really stoked, I think, because we're doing things that I don't think anyone thought would be possible. And so really excited for that, really excited to show you guys that, but also really excited to be in this space finally and to be able to create. And that's really what this is all about. So it's really inspiring. I hope that this inspires some of you guys too to work on your setup. 2020 was just this crazy year, and being able to have this now at home, since I'm stuck home anyway, it's awesome. It gives me a place where I can get away even though I'm stuck, if that makes sense. But yeah, as far as the streaming stuff, I got a Stream Deck, I got a Logitech C920 webcam, and of course the Aki 1080p webcam. Looking forward to streaming again soon, so hopefully you guys will be able to check it out and check out some of this content I'm going to be putting out of this place. So that was my setup for 2021. It's obviously taken a lot longer than just the past year to accumulate all of this gear and, you know, just everything I use in my creation process. And so if you're building your own setup, I don't feel like you have to have all this stuff overnight, because I didn't accumulate all this overnight. And even the room itself and building the room is taking quite some time. So hopefully this can inspire some of you to stay creative. You know, I needed a place at home that I'm able to really kind of shut out the world. Having all this sound foam, you know, you don't need it, but it does help, and it makes it sound really good in here. When I stream too, it's gonna sound great. So I'll probably be streaming on more than likely Tuesday or Wednesday nights again. Also plenty of updates on the project that are gonna be coming up soon. So I hope you guys will stick around for that too. So thanks again, man. Hope your 2021 is amazing. And yeah, let's stay positive and keep the creativity going.